guys, welcome back to Shamanistic. It's a snowy day, quite depressing, and I was thinking that it's time to continue our conversation regarding dark side of Scorpio. The last time I did the video, it was 2017, sometime in March, and I've just scratched the surface. And some of you guys have written to me even recently that you would like the conversation to go further and we explain what's going on, right? So I'm gonna do just that, all right? So this is for Sol Perella Nascimento. He or she asked, hey, I was hooked, where's the rest of it? This is the rest of it, okay? So this is the second video of Welcome to the Dark Side of Scorpio. There is an interesting article that gave us an anchor to how we can discuss further. So the dark side of a Scorpio has 4 words in it. So we got vengeful, fixated, self-destructive, and insecure. In the first video that I've done last 2017, I spoke about vengeful. This time I would like to focus on the insecurity primarily with a little bit of hint of self-destruction. Okay, so let me read a part of what Sylvia Sky has discussed and we can branch from there. So she said that Scorpios can become hackers and bunny boilers. I don't understand what she means by bunny boilers, but if I understand it literally, it means that you grab an innocent creature like a bunny and just boil it because you're vengeful or whatnot. Anyways, I do not know why the title is like that. I'm gonna put the article down below so you can read it at your own pace. So the paragraph goes like this: possessive and insecure. Negative Scorpios think they aren't living unless their lives are a soap opera. So some Scorpios out there feel like their life is made up of traumatic and tragic and intense life events. And it seems like whatever drama out there going on, it just comes back to them. So I beg you now to ask the question, a fundamental question. Are the dramas attracted to you? Let me word it properly for you guys. And for me as well, actually. Are we the one attracting this drama because of our inherent possessive traits and insecurity? Or is it actually just a passing by drama that we ended up involved in it anyway? So the question begs you to think, is this an intrinsic mechanism? Or is this just a rather extrinsic involvement of whatever group of people that you're dealing with or group of instances that you're dealing with? So it will be very good if we sit down and just reflect if we are the one attracting our own misery. Because misery does like company. Trust me on this one. So she continued, they will disapprove of a son-in-law just to have something just to disapprove of. So they can disapprove maybe a dish or maybe a culture or maybe somebody or your partner, whatever. So the notion here that Miss Sky is trying to point out is that they will try to disapprove just for the sake of having some friction. So there's an attraction to friction because with friction you get drama and you get the arguments and you get an event that you can focus on with all your intensive energy. So that's where I believe the sentence is going. They will stay in a dead-end marriage for security and pick people from the neighborhood or internet to toy with. This is very dark, actually. To have a backup plan. So you have somebody that you are legally married to and you are going around and about peeking with people and having extramarital affairs. This is it's a risky behavior. Again, goes back to the insecurity of and also the inherent trust issues that a lot of Scorpios kind of have, and it comes from different traumas in their past. Each one has their own version of it, but at the end of the day it all boils down again to trust issues, afraid to be heard. So There's also a radical example. So within 3 days, they believe they're in love. I have seen this in real life where somebody felt that they were in love with the other person in few hours. They believe that they are deeply in love, but the reality is that there was a lot of insecurity and they needed to feel that they belong to someone as soon as possible. So that's also can sprout out from a Scorpio lover. Built on vanity, these affairs are fragile, so Scorpio is scared and barrages his or her baby with gifts, cards, and sex, um, South Park DVDs or whatnot, cute photos of kittens and flattery. There's a lot of examples here. So what she's trying to say is that because inherently Scorpio knows that this is built on a sham, it's built on a shaky foundation, not from a secure place, and that sprouts fear, and with that fear comes this protective nature where they want to make sure that the person does not leave them. So given the fact that the Scorpio knows that down the road this is not going to work out, so it's self-destructive. All right, and they can't stand to be in second place and hate to lose anything, even an earring. So here you can see the possessive nature. They need to be the best because that's the only way they can be validated. If they're not the best, then they feel insecure, and then they hate to lose anything because every single thing is, as long as it's owned by them, then it has to stay because it gives them the sense of control, that they are in control. They got things together, that the variables are in their own upper hand. They have an upper hand to the variables. It's just an illusion that the Scorpio is trying to have because of the deep insecurity of feeling that you're losing a lot. So that the loss, a lot of Scorpios out there know this, that the word loss is scary because it reminds us of death, and we're not necessarily afraid of death, but we are definitely afraid of experiencing death while we're alive. What I mean by that is that we do not want to have that mini death. So loss is not treated like a casual thing. Oh, I just lost keys or I just lost an earring. No, loss means that something has disappeared from our living existence. So we feel so damn afraid, and that sprouts again from the insecurity and the possessive nature because of the insecurity. And also there's also that point that where um, how can I say it? It's the combination between feeling insecure because you don't feel that you're sheltered, you don't feel that much love, you don't feel that much trust, and then that possession, because as long as you own something, makes you feel like you're in control. Therefore, it reminds you that you are in control of the emotions that are spilling everywhere, and also the loss of that profound feeling of fulfillment and content. So that by itself is the true loss that the Scorpio is feeling. So when a Scorpio loses an earring or a random pen or whatever, they feel like they have lost something sentimental. So because it's an embodiment of how much they are losing in not experiencing the ultimate. Actually, the ultimate manifesto of a Scorpio is to experience the highest level of existence with love and contentment, fulfillment, and the highest feelings, the purest feeling they can get out there. And that needs a lot of strength and a lot of security, which they are not feeling in that moment. So this is why you might find your Scorpio husband, Scorpio boyfriend, Scorpio father, Scorpio mother, possessive to things, to hoarding things unnecessarily, trying to play God the complex starts to sprout. There's this trying to play God in the household, trying to exert control and becomes control freak and all that stuff. It's all because of that inherent insecurity of not achieving, or not only achieving but progressing towards that ultimate manifesto of every Scorpio. I hope I made sense on that one. Okay, so next we will explain further about the idea of Scorpios and passion. So that will be in another video. Stay tuned, subscribe, like. Please do comment. I do read them. I try my best to reply to as many as you want. And if you have a long and confidential case you would like me to look at, you can always email me. So see ya. Bye bye.